The set of real numbers is divided into the set of rational numbers and the set of irrational numbers. The set of rational numbers is further subdivided into the set of integers and the set of fractions. A rational number is therefore any number that can be written as a fraction. Conversely, an irrational number is any real number that cannot be written as a fraction. For example, the square root of a non-square number. A rational number is any real number that can be expressed as a fraction, say p over q, where both p and q are integers, and q does not equal 0. The set of rational numbers therefore consists of all integers and fractions. Since a rational number is any number that can be written as a fraction, the following numbers are all rational: whole numbers, natural numbers, integers, all fractions, finite decimals, and recurring decimals. Conversely, an irrational number is any real number that cannot be expressed as a fraction. Any real number that is non-terminating and non-recurring is irrational. A common misconception is that irrational numbers are non-real. This is not true, as the set of real numbers are divided into the set of rational numbers and the set of irrational numbers. For whatever reason, some people interpret the ir in front of the word rational as meaning the opposite of a real number. What it does mean, however, is the opposite of a rational number. Since an irrational number is any real number that cannot be written as a fraction, the following numbers are all irrational: non-terminating and non-recurring numbers, and the square root of a non-square number. The square root of 4 and the square root of 9 are both rational numbers, since they equal 2 and 3 respectively, which are integers. A non-real number is any number that does not exist in the real number system. The non-real numbers do, however, have a value in the complex number system, which is not our concern at school level unless you are doing advanced maths. The only non-real numbers we are concerned with are the square roots, or even roots, of negative numbers. To be clear, the square root of a negative number is non-real. For example, the square root of -1, the square root of -2, the square root of -3, etc., are all non-real numbers. While the square root of -2 is a non-real number, -√2 is a real number, since the minus sign is outside the root sign, and not underneath it. An undefined number is any number with a zero denominator. Since division by zero makes no sense, if the denominator of any number is 0, then that number is undefined. To summarize, a rational number is any real number that can be written as a fraction. An irrational number is any real number that cannot be written as a fraction. A non-real number is any number that does not have a value in the real number system, for example, the square root of a negative number. And an undefined number is any number that contains a zero denominator.